Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back. Today what I'm going to do is I have 4 ceramic tiles that I'm going to pour on and make a set of coasters. But what I'm going to do, right now it is 4:30 in the morning, Wednesday night / Thursday morning. So technically it's Thursday morning, but since I'm usually nocturnal, in my mind it's Wednesday night. But anyway, I'm getting ready on Friday, if you've watched any of my videos. Friday morning, somewhere between 10 a.m. and noon, I'm going to be leaving for a week to go to the mountains with my mom and my niece. We take her on vacation every summer when we get a chance. And my youngest niece. My oldest niece works all the time and she can hardly ever get away to go. But anyway, what was I saying? Before I go, I want to record 4 videos so that I have 2 for next week and 2 for the week that I come back, because I'm usually really exhausted the week after I go somewhere and I probably won't feel like recording videos that week. So I'm just going to do them all back to back right now and then have them saved so that I can edit and upload later. This may get boring, seeing 4 videos back to back of coasters with the same colors, just one coaster at a time, but that is an easy compromise for me. It won't be too hard to get all of these to save on my phone, I'm hoping, and it won't take too long to edit and upload while I'm away or when I get back and I'm worn out. I get really worn out from chronic fatigue, connective tissue disease, traumatic brain injury that I had a long time ago, and just some other health issues. I just get really run down a lot, and I think the hyperparathyroidism that I can't seem to get anyone to do anything about. But anyway, all that aside, hold on one second. I have these. I have 4 coasters, and I have the other 3 off to this side on a placemat like this with some parchment paper underneath for the drips, because I've been using the drips to make jewelry. But I didn't get one to put the coaster on here. I don't know if I want it on that here or not, but I got one now just in case. I'll move the coaster aside and think that you can see I'm going to use these little 1-ounce medicine cups. And I have 3 colors selected. I'm just going for a primary color theme with That's not the right yellow. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I think, sorry, hold on. Okay, I think my label fell off. I think this is the Cadmium Yellow Light Hue that I wanted. It is getting a little bit low, so I may have to substitute in one of my other ones with that yellow medium with iridescent medium in it as well. I have to substitute. This may be something different. I'm hoping this is Cadmium Yellow Light Hue. And I have this white that I want to put just a touch between some of my colors. And this is titanium white with a little bit of silicone, I believe. This one is neon pink. And I've started a new group on Facebook where I have been listing my necklaces a little bit at a time. Right now, while I'm getting it up and running, I am listing 2 necklaces at a time on Monday and Wednesday. Eventually, I will list some of my canvases and coasters for sale. I did coasters like last year, and I practiced with some sorry, my dog's chasing after a bug. Some car engine enamel spray, and they turned out okay, but they're kind of bumpy, and I think that's because my paint was bumpy. But I want to give the countertop resin a try, but I'm a little bit afraid because I tried resin on a canvas and it didn't turn out very well. It was, it kind of separated at the corners, and I didn't have any silicone in that painting or anything, and I cleaned it before I poured, or before I did the resin and everything, but it still pulled away from the corners, and I'm not sure why. So that resin that I used on that canvas was $28, and it seems like, according to the math on the website, it seems like, I'm just going to lay this on here. It seems like there was enough in there to do it for canvases that size, so that would make it $7 per canvas, which is kind of expensive in my mind, so I didn't try it again. But I need to try the countertop kind for the coasters, because the coasters are a lot smaller. I got the countertop resin in a larger quantity, so it should spread farther and not cost quite as much, but I've just been afraid to try it again. But eventually I want to try it and list coasters for sale. I like to let my paint cure for a month before I finish my paintings, and then if I just use varnish, I wait about a week before I give it away or can ship it or anything like that. Within a couple of days, if I'm just using it at home, I hang it up. But with resin, I would wait another month for the resin to cure before I would pack anything to ship. So it would take 2 months from now until these would possibly be ready to ship to someone, so that I would be comfortable knowing that they should be heat resistant. The first week of August would be the week that I would resin, but actually I'm not going to be here the first week of August either, so then I would do it the second week of August. So then these wouldn't be ready for shipment until like the second week of September at the earliest. So it just takes a long time to wait. I know some people don't wait that long, but I want to wait and do it right if I'm going to sell them, because I want them to work and be heat resistant. So I have talked long enough, but anyway, my point was, if these turn out nice, in a couple of months I may list this set for sale on my new Facebook group. I'm just going to lift this up and see what happens. I think I remember now that you don't need to fill your entire cup for coasters. You don't need a full ounce. Let me torch, because I do see a lot of bubbles, but that's okay. I'll just leave this paint here, and whenever I have used these placemats before, I have left the paint and intended to use the skins, but I never actually got back around to using them, and I just left paint on them over and over, and they got really messy. But this time I do intend to just leave the paint on here for skins for necklaces, because I have finally started making necklaces. And that looks really cool. I really like that. I haven't done flip cups for a while, and that white did have a lot of silicone. I like to kind of let it spread a little bit on its own before I do anything to my paints, because sometimes I over tilt one way or the other. And since there's so much paint, it's going to tilt, it's going to spread well on its own. So then I can just help it over the edges. That looks really cool. My intention is to, I used yellow first this time. Next time I want to use pink first, and the next time I want to use blue first. I think I forgot to say that is sky blue. There's still a lot in that. I like to save my little cups if there's still paint in there. But I think my final one, I may try to mix together the 3 leftovers from the first 3 that I do. I don't know. Okay, I've let it spread a little bit. I'm going to tilt this way, I think. Actually, no, changed my mind. I'm going to tilt that way first. And make sure to get the corner. Okay, that way had more just solid blue. But I think what I want to do next is go the opposite way. These may have paint underneath, but I do have cork backing to put on these that have a layer to peel off so that it makes like the underside is sticky, and I can just put cork backing on these once they are completed. So then you won't see the paint on the back. Okay. Hopefully we got that side. See, now I overstretch, not overstretch, but it overstretches my cells whenever I kind of come back away from the corner. I'm hoping that you can see this. I tried to make sure that my camera was in perfect view of this table mat that I'm doing this on. And I want to make sure that my drips stay on this and don't get on the table. So I'm trying to use just this limited space here. So maybe I did have enough, like maybe I didn't have too much paint, because I want to make sure. Sometimes it's better to have more paint than you need so that you don't overstretch stuff as you tilt. And then I've actually started using my skins. Like right now, I'm afraid I'm going to over tilt going to that corner. I could pour what's left in that little cup on there, but right now I'm not going to. I'm going to see if I can get it there. Next time I need to try to get all of my paint to come out of my cup. Maybe help that just a little bit. Help it just a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of orange in the center, which is fine, with the neon pink and the cadmium yellow light. Okay, now I do want to put it on this for just a second, and I want to wash my hands off and then I can torch. Okay, now I can torch, and then I can see if I want to retilt just a tiny bit in any direction. Okay, that brought up a lot more cells, which is perfectly fine. I know that that white had silicone and I used a lot of it between the layers. That looks pretty cool. I think that I'm just gonna leave it like that and move it over to one of these flower shaped dessert cups that I have on a different different table mat thing, a different plastic mat, and I have some parchment paper underneath of it. I'm going to move it over there and just let it drip while I record the next 3 coaster videos, and then at the very end I will do a close-up to show you each one, or maybe just all of them together. I haven't decided. So that's all for this one. I will turn you off for just a minute and move everything. That's all for today's video. I guess the next one's gonna be Thursday's video. So that's it for this one. Thanks as always for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with anyone who you think may be interested, and have a blessed day. Bye. Also, come back Thursday to see the next coaster with these colors, and I might get you a close-up at the end of this. Hi guys, I'm going to do a quick close-up of each coaster and then tag them to the end of the videos they belong to. So here's the first one. I think it looks pretty cool as it is sat over here and dried. There's not a whole lot to go around to show you, so this will be very short. Thanks for watching. Bye.